Hi everyone and welcome back to Interview Chronicles Season 3. We are in the 10th episode of this series and today we have Suhasini here with us who has been recently placed at Fareportal as a part of her campus placements at VIT. She is here to share her interview experience with us. So before we talk to her, let us look at the eligibility criteria for this company. All computer science and circuit branch students were eligible provided they had a CGPA of 6 or 60% in 10th, 12th, as well as in the pursuing degree with no standing arrears. Now, let's go ahead and talk to Suhasini to understand her experience interviewing with this company. Welcome to my channel and congratulations on your placement.
Thank you so much.
So, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Suhasini Srivastava. Currently, I'm a fourth year student at VIT Vellore pursuing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering with specialization in Bioinformatics.
Okay.
I come from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. Talking about hobbies, I like reading novels a lot, along with like binging TV series a lot. Uh, in technology, I do non-stack, and apart from that, normal DSA.
Okay. Okay, that's great. You can now tell us about the placement process, like how many rounds were there and what they comprised of.
Okay, so first of all, we had to like register on the main CDC portal, and the eligibility criteria was pretty simple: 60% and above, and all the graduating degrees and 10th and 12th. Apart from that, yeah. So basically, first they shortlisted on the basis of CGPA, I guess.
Okay.
So after the shortlisting was done, we had total 4 rounds. So in the first round, we had an online test, which consisted of like 2 questions.
Okay.
After that, we had 2 interview rounds and a final HR round.
Okay. So what happened in like each of the rounds? How was the
Yeah. So in the first round, which was the online assessment round, the questions were not really hard. It
okay?
were pretty simple. Like I remember one question was for from stats, and the other I had, I guess, from recursion or something. So if you're clear with the basics, you're good to go. Like
Okay.
they were not really tough.
Okay.
After doing the online assessment, during the night, I received an email that I'll have an interview after 2 days. So after 2 days, I had the interview. The first interview basically revolved around groups,
Okay.
DBMS, and in general, what you have mentioned in the resume. So resume plays a pretty important part in that.
Okay.
So in OOPS, there were like general questions like all the pillars of object-oriented programming, like polymorphism, encapsulation. They asked me all the terms and like real-life implementations, that things. After that, in DBMS, they focus more on the queries in MySQL. So they asked me some of the queries and difference between them, and what what purpose they serve in real life when we are using them. Yeah, that's it for DBMS and OOPS. Apart from that, I guess the questions were basically revolving around whatever I had mentioned in the resume. So in the resume, I had mentioned like 2, 3 programming languages: C++, Python, Java. So they asked basic questions about like what is dictionary, and in Java, what is classes and objects and everything. Like that. They asked about all the things.
Okay.
That was it for the first interview. After that, in like half an hour, I received the mail saying I have another interview. Like I passed the first one. So the second was also technical only. So this one revolved around DSA and whatever tech stacks you are familiar with, what you mentioned in the resume.
Okay.
So I had mentioned I have projects in OneStack, and so first of all they went about asking again about the OOPS concept.
Okay.
Then they progressed towards my tech stack. So first of all, they asked basic questions about React.js, so hooks and all. Then they asked about Node and Express, and in general, other programming languages like Python,
Okay.
dictionary,
Okay.
and everything.
Hmm.
After we were done with tech stack parts, they went on to DSA. So I guess they asked me about binary trees
Okay.
and one of the question in that. And after that, they asked me if I have another approach for the problem they were asking.
Okay.
After that, it was they didn't ask much. They were like pretty chill. They were telling about the company and all.
Okay. Okay.
So after this, the second interview was done. They again after half an hour, I received a mail saying that I have uh, an HR round in an hour also. So in the HR round, um, we basically have to introduce yourself, and then the interviewer was asking me about my projects and previous internships. So yeah, basically chill questions only.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really great. Thank you for sharing your experience and congratulations once again. Do you have any
Thank you so
suggestions for
much.
people who want to get into Super Dream or anything that you learned from your experience?
Yeah, so try to maintain a like 9 plus CGPA, I would say, because the shortlisting process is
Yeah,
pretty stringent. So if you have a greater CGPA, you have lots of chances of being shortlisted in the
right.
first round. Because after being shortlisted, it all comes down to your skills. But
Hmm,
being shortlisted is the first thing.
correct.
After that, I guess it's all that your skills matter. So practice DSA a lot
Hmm,
because companies really focus on that. There are like two types of companies. Either they focus on DSA or development. So
correct.
like focus on DSA, do
Hmm,
lead code. Even though you're not doing competitive programming, it's fine. But doing normal DSA is important as well.
hmm,
Then keep 2 3 good projects in your resume and know everything in and about it. And for experience, you can do like 1 or 2 interns, which is fine.
hmm,
Then, be clear with the basics and all the core subjects like OOPS, TBMS, and OS. They play a pretty huge role in your
hmm,
whole placement process. Even if you are not really into a DSA person, but you know all the core subjects, you can like land a super deep placement.
right. Okay. Okay, that's really great. Thank you so much again for sharing your experience and for the
Thank you
suggestions.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please do stay tuned. A lot of interview experience videos coming your way in the next few days. So, do subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you for watching.